than one. Getting this money, you touching my bag, you touching my team, we gon' hit bust. Your next move better be your best move, man. Better go ahead and run it up. I just wanna be successful. I'ma run it up with the next move. I'ma go hard with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. I'ma run it up like Steph do. Watch me go crazy with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
That's checkmate.
Next move.
I win.
Next move.
You lose.
Next move.
I checked you. I told my kids, yeah, the sky is the limit. I'ma get money as long as they print it. Make my next move my best move with my clan. I'ma get it from a little to a grown ass man. I ain't letting nobody stop my show. I'ma get dough every damn week though. Every damn day I'ma get the cheese. Guacamole overdose of getting blue cheese. Got me running with niggas who don't give a fuck. 100 bells on the gumbo loaded in them trucks. Keep them guns on me 2 steps ahead of my enemy. Cause I know they wanna see me rest in peace. But I ain't going, I ain't went. Punk bitch. Get my money, get my hustle on. I'm rich. My whole team living life on successful shit. Rich. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanna be successful. I'ma run it up with the next move. I'ma go hard with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. I'ma run it up like Steph do. Watch me go crazy with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
That's checkmate.
Next move.
I win.
Next move.
You lose.
Next move.
I checked you.
Yeah, we ain't letting up. Yeah, we do it on the regular. Yeah, this shit is incredible. Yeah.
If I need y'all to look up some background on people, I'm coming to y'all too. Cause these questions, cuz you did your research. Are we up? You like it?
What's up with all my peoples? What's up with all my peoples? Welcome to another episode of Men's Motivational Monday. Where you got me, King David, in the building, OD. We got
Big Cab, the one and only Fat King. You know you love me, baby. Yeah.
Then you got Dre Holland, the comedian, man. We up in the building. What's up with it, y'all out there? Internet land, we here.
we got a very, very special guest. Special guest. Big City Tides.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Big energy. Stepping on the floor. It's going down. We got Stephan Pryor in the building.
There we go. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot going on in the streaming. I guarantee you. Yeah, man, I had a little problem.
Don't worry about it. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, that's good. Try to keep my cup.
Yeah, man. So, you know, it's been a blessed week. It's been a lot going on, man. So, this is what I want to ask y'all first and foremost before we get started. What do y'all feel about the new Joe? Two Joes is better than one.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. That was probably the better thing they did was bring him in. He didn't have a bad game.
No, he didn't.
He didn't have a bad game. Right. Y'all didn't really lose by that bad. What was it?
27 to 18.
It could have been worse. You see what he did in Cleveland. He came down. He gave y'all 2 touchdowns, about 200-some yards.
192.
192. 196. Almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns out of it. So, you can't really complain. What the boy named Browning? He wasn't giving you none of that. He was throwing to the linebackers. He was giving up picks. They were scoring on y'all.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Jake Browning.
And y'all gotta give Flacco his props. He went to the Super Bowl, even if he had all the weapons and defense. Y'all got defense, y'all got weapons. You don't know what could happen.
I was happy with our defense.
You was happy with the defense?
They sparked up a little bit.
They ain't do enough for me, man. They did almost enough. We needed your boy who got hurt.
Yeah.
Who went out with the back injury, because we would have had him playing in the second half of the game. I feel that it could have went a different way on the defense of some of them turnovers we could have got and prevented them from scoring. Because homeboy was just running up the middle on us left and right, and they couldn't stop him.
I ain't like the play calling on our first possession.
Well, they
Three runs.
it was a whole new different playbook. But if you think about it,
Yeah, go for it.
no, think about it. Jamar Chase started calling audibles with the quarterback and doing their own thing. That's why he was able to get them plays off, get the touchdown. It wasn't what he was calling in the background. Like they wouldn't listen to the coach at that point.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just
they
saying,
audible.
Yeah.
Flacco a veteran. You know how to do
Flacco a
that.
veteran.
He understand the playbook.
Flacco want to throw that ball.
So give Flacco a little bit of more credit for what he deserved, and we're gonna let him go forward.
How many times he thrown that game? 40 something.
I don't know.
I was like,
I would ask Sam, but he's a old Colts fan, so I ain't even trying to get into them
It
right
was
now.
33.
Oh, we 5-1. It's okay.
That's why I ain't even
Talk
trying to
again.
get into
Talk
that shit
again.
right
It's
there,
okay.
man.
It's okay.
He's a Colts fan.
I feel
We
y'all.
4-1. I'm good. I'm happy.
Who is we?
You know who I'm talking about. I don't like us, but I love my black and gold. We good.
Oh, you a Steelers fan?
I've been tell y'all that. I ain't never lied to you.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So you dressing up in Steelers fan next week, huh? We play out Thursday.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, okay. If you win, if the Steelers win, you come in with your Steelers game on, right? If the Bengals win, come in with your stripes on.
I respect that.
Oh, you know.
I respect that.
And if the Steelers win, look, I'm gonna come in dressed like a Steeler.
I'm gonna get you a terrible towel.
Oh,
And you gotta swing that bad boy around your head
damn, Petey Pablo.
like a helicopter.
I got faith in the Bengals, man. We're gonna pull it off, man. Cincinnati, stand up. But what else been going on in the week? Stephan, man, tell us something, man. We want to hear what you got to say. For real, for
Waiting
real.
on the questions. So I can
Yeah,
answer.
we got a lot of
We
questions.
got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to tune up the band?
Let's go for it.
All right.
You got a band?
We had one. My music was playing when we first came on. That's much of the band we gonna get.
That's all we need. Okay, I'm with it.
All right.
My bad. I'm hungry, y'all. Sorry.
Do you think politics today is more about popularity or purpose?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because it's all a game how they play down the City Hall. And, what I mean by both of them is because you got to be strong in one. Just one.
Mhm.
Repeat that again.
Do you think politics today is more about popularity or purpose? The politic.
Popularity is taking pictures. That's what they do. Photo op. You know, and that's what they do down at City Hall is popularity. Their friends come in, they give them what they want. But when it comes to us, we about politics. We trying to make things happen. Things don't, go that way, go that route. And say both. You got some want to be real, some want to be fake. I'll do that.
Okay, so should politicians be allowed to date within their community while in office?
What you mean? Date? You said?
Mhm.
What you mean by date?
Like,
Relationship.
yeah, that part. While they in office.
They do that now. Why they in office? So they can bring their girlfriend to office. You wouldn't know who they is. Might be their staff. You don't know.
Well, the question is, do you feel that that's something that should be allowed?
We can't interfere with their affairs. What they doing? You know what I mean? They keep that personal. You know what I mean? So we wouldn't know who is who coming in the gate. You know what I mean? You coming in them doors. You won't know who is who.
But if you and everybody that's been around, like, how you walked in on the council and they was up doing all that, doing they talking at the city board. If somebody was messing around in there, you don't think that's unprofessional?
We wouldn't know that. They're not gonna present that. They're not gonna say nothing. She could be my woman over there. You wouldn't know that unless I told you that. You know what I mean? So that is something, a personal thing. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with policy making. If they interfere, if that's my woman over there, she interfere with my policy making, that's a change. Then she got to go. We got to be serious with the people, not worried about who's sleeping with who or who laying with who. We got to be fighting these issues to help people.
Stay focused on tasks, right?
Yeah, because I got them just other questions, but it's a whole lot of great questions in there.
We're gonna get to them. Okay, go ahead.
Right.
We like to do the rapid fire actually first, and
That's what we
then
doing?
get into
We can go to the rapid fire.
and then get into
Yeah, you can mix it in. I can answer for all the questions you got.
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Money to morals.
Say it again.
Money or morals.
Morals.
Power or peace.
Have peace.
Leadership or fellowship.
Leadership. Both.
Talker or doer.
Do it.
Oh, you snapping that? He's crazy. Who inspired you? Who inspired you the most to write right now? Who inspires you the most right now?
The Most High God, brother.
Sure. What's one thing you would change in your city overnight if you could?
Changing my city overnight if I could. That's a good one. Myself.
Ain't that about you? Okay, now you talking true. Favorite motivational quote?
Favorite. It's a good one. Always straightforward. Tell it how it is.
What keeps you humble?
Self-confidence.
What's your biggest pet peeve in politics?
Meaning? No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, what you mean?
Definition. What you mean by that?
Like, what's the most? What do you despise the most?
What should bother you about politics? What bothers you about how this shit set up?
Liars. In suits.
That's the president.
That's
So-
all of them.
So,
Right.
so what's one thing voters should never fall for?
Banana to the tip. Like, pay attention to what's going on. You can't determine the truth and the lie. Something wrong with you then.
Sure.
But what if they sugarcoat the truth, the lie so good that it sounds like the truth? And a lot of them do that.
Say it again.
If they sugarcoat they lies so good that it sounds believable.
What was the one story I remember years ago? The brother told me. It was the truth and a lie. The truth always spoke about what's going on in the community, and they love to hear the truth speak. And you'll love to hear the truth speak once you hear it. Once I get done talking. And the lie came up to him and said, the lie was one of the battle of the truth. He said, I bet I can hold my breath longer than you. He said, come on, let's go find out and see. So the truth jumped in the water and took off his clothes first. He just didn't jump in the water, took his clothes off. So all of a sudden he's holding his breath. The lie looked over in the water and said, hold up, truth down there alone. Let me put on his clothes. So he went down to the village to talk to the people that always hear the truth from him. They love to hear the truth from him speaking everything, right? But the truth realized he came out the water, he was naked. He came out, where my clothes at? When the lie was down there speaking the truth to other people. And one of the guys in the crowd said, he sound like the truth. And the other guy said, if he ain't the truth, he come the naked truth. So the key is you want to hear the naked truth about what's going on. I remember Pryor told me that story a long time ago. You want to hear the naked truth. Not a person with a suit on. Suits, lies and suits. You want to hear the naked truth.
Stop prettying up. Give it to me. Right.
I got a question. What do you think we can do to get our community to come out and vote, and particularly vote for you? Because we don't really get out and vote. Like, a lot of people in our community don't feel the effectiveness of voting. They don't believe in the system. You know what I mean? And for us to get you in, because I want to get you in, we're going to need some more of us to stick our face out the hole and push for you. What do you think we can do as a unit to try to help get a push in the inner city communities that we represent to get them to believe in enough in the system to get their ass up on that Tuesday or vote early to get us in where we want you to be as on council?
Well, start with us individuals. We got to make sure we write registered vote before we go out and try to tell other people to get registered vote or go vote. We got to spread the word. You know, just like we hear about football. You know, we wake up, we worship that, we tailgate, we worry about who touched down, but them the same fans and same athletes don't get behind people that's voting, but we get behind them because they scoring a touchdown. But we have more people like to go watch the football game, tailgate. We'll win this battle. And years ago, somebody else said this to me. Say, if voting ain't important, why they trying to take our rights from us?
Exactly.
So we got to spread the word, just like in our podcast. You know, we got to get on this show, constantly talk about vote, 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 vote. You know what I mean? On Facebook, vote, 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 vote. You know, because it's serious. You know what I mean? If they don't vote, they're going to cast their vote for us then, for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important to keep spreading their news. You know what I mean? We do our part, things that happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, that's how I look at that question was said.
Right.
I got one. Can a person really serve the people if they never struggle like the people?
Well, you got people in office now. They serve themselves. They serve other people, but not helping the people.
Serving.
You know what I mean? You can serve all day long, or you gonna help. You know what I mean? So you got to help the people. They serving people. They keep serving who they want to serve. You know what I mean? You know, but if I get in that seat, my job is to help the people, brother. You know what I mean?
You got some videos for me?
Oh, did you shout out everybody?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. But since we before you throw the video up, I'll take that time to shout everybody out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Worldwide. Shout out to Busy One. Shout out to Day to Day. Let's talk about it on Fridays. Shout out to me and Motivational Mondays. Shout out to the women who be wilding out on Wednesdays.
They definitely do.
Cause they do. And shout out to Star Qualities, man. We out here. Shout out to Cincinnati. Shout out to Stephan Pryor. He in the building. What's happening? We got Damn Sam in the building. He ain't even let y'all know he was in the building, but he over there in the corner.
Y'all was in y'all misery with the Bengals. I was just gonna let y'all just come and wild out for a second. I wasn't even gonna. I'm here.
And disclaimer real quick.
Disclaimer for Day-to-Day Podcast. The opinions, submissions, and topics discussed on the Day-to-Day Podcast are solely those of the individuals expressing them. They do not reflect the brand integrity of Day-to-Day, and the brand does not persuade or influence anyone's perspective. This podcast is intended for a mature audience only. Please be advised that participation in any topic discussed on the podcast may lead to your perspective being respectfully challenged. However, it will never be addressed personally. We do not tolerate any disrespect or personal attacks during discussions. Furthermore, we reserve our rights without prejudice or recourse. Parental advisory is encouraged for all listeners. Thank you for watching.
That mama picture.
And we're back.
Yeah. So without any further ado, we're gonna turn the floor over to you and let you talk to the people for a minute.
Well, my name's Stephan Pryor, son of a legend, boxing champion, great, Mr. Aaron the Hawk Pryor, two-time champion.
Yeah.
Two-time champ, Hall of Famer. I used to be a professional fighter too, myself. 13-2, 7 knockouts. Grew up over the Rhine, down the way. Got into politics last year. Ran for state representative, and numbers did great. Other opponent won, and I said, why not run for city council? You know what I mean? So I ran for city council, as you can see. Running now, got a passion to help people. That's my whole goal, to help people. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm on.
The work you've been doing in the community, I've been following you. The cracks that be under the bridges that need to be fixed. You know what I mean? To the kids that's going up the black roads at nighttime that's dark. You know what I mean? By the faith, where anybody can jump out on you at. Like that's really important. That part real important because
I got a video that he
I know
got
a
on
person
here.
who got killed behind on the street.
Faraday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on the bridge first. I go to the bridge. Well, I was at City Hall, and no, let me stop there. I should ride past Spring Grove constantly. I should see the bridge. Look like a wet, pissy mattress. That's how it looked, corroded, and concrete falling. And I went to City Hall one day, and I said, "Yeah, I mean, I was running, but I don't know why I gave it to them first. I said, if y'all running for a seat, y'all council members. I said, if y'all running for a seat, y'all need to stand y'all ass by that Bad Bridge and get that publicity that y'all gonna need." You know, he looked at me like, what he talking about? So all of a sudden, I kept riding back and forth, going to College Hill, riding back. My conscience said, "Why don't you get over and do that?" So when I got over to up under the bridge, I pulled on the sidewalk, pulled out the phone. Next thing you know, I started recording. And 5.3 million views. And next thing you know, talked about the bridge crumbling, rusted. You can see the rebar in it.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, the media came, the news, 5, 9, 12, 19. They all came out, interviewed me. We got the bridge shut down for one day, my fault, one day. And, you know, they just did the inspection. So the bridge is rated out of 1 to 9, it was a 4. It was a poor condition. So I was down on the scene when they was inspecting the bridge and everything. They still didn't come back and tell me nothing. So I still got to find out the solution of it and get back on the scene. I went back down there and did another report because they had metal plates.
Yeah, same old plates.
Patching on the end of the bridge, on the highway, right. So I went back out and did that. I'm not done yet. I'm going to tell you the next one I'm going to do. Y'all got to stay tuned what I'm going to do. But not just that. The Western Hill Valley Bridge, then it led me to the senior homes. I went to the senior citizen homes and checking on the seniors and how they living condition was and how they get treated in some of the nursing homes. Next thing you know, from the bridge led me over to the senior home. And from that, then I get a call when I was running by a young lady in front of me. I get a call from her. She said, we need to come down here and shed light on my babies. You know, her nieces. I'm like, what's going on? So teamed up with her, Neefrey over there. Teamed up with her, that's my campaign manager. And
Nice to meet you.
Somebody I've been knowing forever. Yeah. And over here trying to, like, I'm like, man, I've been knowing her for so long. Like, it's crazy. That's why I'm weak right now. Like, oh, man. And, this is my girl right here, Neefrey. She said, I see you as soon as I walked in. Like, oh, man. Shout out to everybody that came. We appreciate it, though, for sure. We appreciate you.
And teamed up with her. She said, I need you to shed light on my nieces. I said, all right, what's going on? They called me like the 18. You know, 18. So when I missed the teeth, so she called me and went over to the house, to her niece's house, and next thing you know, she was very, very militant. Oh, today we gonna walk this hill. Hey, who gonna walk this hill? I ain't gonna walk this hill. So all of a sudden, you know, she parked the truck down there. I walked the hill. Come on, y'all. I told the babies I'm walking with her. So we go up the hill, and then y'all can see on my page, she was basically, you know, this ain't fair. You got predators, you know, in the woods. You got dogs. They ain't gonna walk this street. No sidewalks, cars speeding. And so we walked halfway. I told them to go ahead and walk back. I, you know, take the rest of the route on up. I should have went back down, but as an exercise, I walked up the hill. But make a long story short, we got the job done. And when I say we, the ones who shared it, you know, we're just a messenger. Our job is to help people. We just know how we're going to help them, but we got to help people some way, somehow. And that's what comes along the way when people share these videos. They helping people. And we didn't do it. I mean, my fault. I didn't do it. We did it. So we did it by sharing the video. You know what I mean? So that's what just like that. How the brothers smack the net in the face. We got to be on time like that. You know what I mean? The vibration hit over there too at the same time. We got to be on time with things. A drop of a dime with vibrations, brother. That's how it goes. You get it later on about that net. You get it later on when you wake up in the morning.
Keep practicing, Daniel, son.
The vibration, you know.
Can I say something about that? I really took that very serious about that part, about them walking in the woods, because it's a lot of black children that's missing that they don't talk about. So it could be anybody just in the woods waiting for them children, and it's dark early in the morning, but that's another topic.
Right. And that's something that, you know, in your platform and you're growing and putting out your message, you know, focusing on the infrastructure of the city, because you know, those are all infrastructure problems of what things that we need to do day to day. They don't care. They'll drive little routes around and avoid what we got to walk in and drive down the roads. They can't see the signs because the trees overgrown. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't taking care of us. And that's why I want you to be able to get in there and bring these things to light, to be able to force support, because it's all about, because they be embarrassed. When you put it in their face, now they want to do something. Until we get it out public. Like you said, 5 million views, you got the news out there. You know, you went up the bridge, you got things accomplished by just getting your message out. Just keep pushing your message, and I think we got a shot. You know what I mean? Because, you know, and we get these boys out the hood to come vote, you know what I mean, and support, because that's the whole thing. We got to get them out to support, because ain't nobody caring about our infrastructure but this man right here.
Can't be the only one caring
about it. No, you can't be, but you got to have a team behind you supporting you. You know what I'm saying? But you can be the first one in the door and make them, because once you bring light to it, they're going to follow you, because they're going to want to ride your bandwagon. You're going to be their friend once you get in there. If you get in there and you start talking this stuff, they're going to be like, oh, we just didn't know, and we want to do that. We're pro this too. Like, bitch, no, you ain't. Just because this man was able to do this and bring a light and get in here and get it in here and blow it in y'all face, now y'all want to talk about like y'all care. They don't care until it make the news. You know what I mean? They don't care about what we do until we killing stuff and making real negative. They don't care. We invisible. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you bringing these things to light that you know, we've been seeing as inner city people forever. We just, you know, we didn't think about making a platform and putting them on blast.
We didn't have the voice. You the voice for us.
Man.
You know, and that's the most important right there. Like, but he our voice that stand up for
right
us.
Now. Right now. We're talking about right now.
And then even to take it a step further. So what was your take on them neo-Nazis getting on that bridge up there in Lincoln Heights?
Well, my take on that was, it was planned to do that. They planned to do that. You know what I mean? You know, aggravation. That's all it was. To start up a whole, how can I say, commotion of what they was doing. That's all the attention. And to see how we react. You know what I mean? You know, hanging up the Confederate flag and doing whatever it was doing, but you see, they left out of there quick.
Yeah.
You know, some black folks wasn't having that, standing ground. You know what I mean? So, and then you had Evendale mayor. The mayor, he was he's a Republican, so he didn't care. So you couldn't assume, you know what I mean? So it was real childish, but kudos to Lincoln Heights, how they hold their grounds up there. They didn't, how can I say it, react off that. They did by removing them, like, I need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they left. So that's my take on that. You know what I mean? Some things happen for a reason, to see how we react. You know what I mean? You know, would you stand up for your brother and sister out there that's getting killed in the streets? Would you stand up like that? But they want to see us keep doing that, killing one another. They don't want to see us come together. Nah, we more powerful coming together than fighting among each other. And people don't understand that. You know, what they say? We ain't outnumbered. We out organized, brother. That's what
that
it
part.
is. You know, that's the key. We got to get organized. It starts with us. You know what I mean? You know, it starts with me. I hope people follow. You know, but it's time. You know, we on borrowed times down here on Earth. While we down here, we got to make it useful. You know what I mean? I wake up every day. We get a chance to do this, chance to do what you do. We gotta be on a mission to get something done. And starts with me trying to make something happen. You know what I mean? Having the right people around me and stay positive with a positive heart. You know, stay away from negative folks. You know what I mean?
I just want to play this video though. Let me put it on here real quick. It's a video. He got mad videos, but I like this one about the properties and stuff that he was talking about. Can you hear? Nope.
Pryor. How y'all doing? My name is Stephan Pryor. I'm a good Democrat. A good Democrat means that I take care of the people. If I get elected, the number one problem down in City Hall is a receivership. They take your property and put it in a receivership hand, and the receivership own the property. Then they sell the property and make a profit. That's what's going down in City Hall now. I go to City Hall all the time. Tax abatement. These developers come in the neighborhood, they get a tax abatement break. 10 to 15, 20 years. Next thing you know, your property tax go up, sky high, price you out your own neighborhood. And that's wrong. And then we got this repeal the zoning. That's what they need to do, repeal the zoning they doing. They need to repeal it in all neighborhoods. Hyde Park came out and did it. They signed 18,000 signatures and got it on the ballot. So that's what's going on. And our seniors, nobody spoke about y'all. We need more resources for our seniors, for their homes. Nobody not speaking about that. And if you elect Stephan Pryor, a name to know, the name you can trust, I'm there for the people. I love you, nothing you can do about it.
Love that.
Ain't nothing you can do about it. You feel me? That's all right there. I like that slogan.
And I love the information about the properties.
I need me a shirt. We need shirts. We finna put it down for you. I ain't gonna hold you. Go vote. We need y'all to vote. Vote for Stephan Pryor, man. Get your butt on your feet and walk on down there to the polls, man, and put it down, man. Vote for Stephan, man. He for the city, man. He for us.
Even if you don't understand it, don't vote for it. You ain't got to vote for everybody. You ain't got to get every ballot on there. We just need him to get him on city council because them the people that control what we deal with day to day. People be so focused on these states and these federal appointments. It's the local people that really make a difference in our day-to-day lives. You know what I mean? It's the mayors, it's the city councilmen, it's the school board people. You know, the things that we kind of ignore sometimes. That's the shit that really matter with us. But we don't like the way the city being ran. You don't like the way the police managing this shit. You don't like the way they dealing with our streets and signs and crosswalks and how you go to a predominantly white neighborhood and they got flash and beacons on they crosswalks. You can push a button and shit start flashing so people don't get hit and you see it. You ain't finding that nowhere in the inner city. Where we're on busy streets where you need to be able to push a button so people can see at night because people crossing these streets and they wearing dark clothes and everything, but they getting subject and then it's hitting runs. They don't care about that type of stuff in the inner city. You know, the little things. When you travel outside the inner city, you be like, damn, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can hit a button and light it up so I feel safe crossing the street at dark. Why don't we have that on Red Road? Why we ain't got that on Western Northern Boulevard? Why we ain't got on some of the busiest streets, Vine Street, some of the busiest streets in our communities? You know what I mean? But that's not even a topic. And we need to start thinking about that type of shit. We deserve the same amenities that they got outside the inner city because they take care of motherfuckers outside the inner city. And we just kind of left with the scraps. And with them messing around with that train money that they've been bullshitting with when they sold that train shit, that shit's supposed to have been dispersed and start trying to trickle into the city. Crickets. Ain't nothing happening. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm pushing for him. You know what I mean? I just met the man. I seen a little bit of what he's doing, but I've been watching the city, how this shit been sliding, and I ain't never wanted to get in it, but I understand that there's a need for somebody like you. You know what I mean? Somebody to get out here and really care. And you know what I mean? It ain't got to be about how I dress or how I speak. It's what's from your heart. and what's your intentions? Because we got good speaking, good dressing, look a certain type of way, motherfuckers up in there. It ain't doing a damn thing, but like you say, photo oping. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of that shit. I want to see somebody in there who with me, who I can talk to, who I can be like, all right, I'm about to go to his office and chop it up with him because this shit getting on my nerves. And feel like I'm being heard and not being pacified.
Damn, Sam. That's valid right there, Sam. You online. You got another question, Drake?
What school you went to?
Rutherford.
That's right.
Yeah, we went to Rutherford.
What is it?
Grew up downtown together. Yeah.
What's the name of the school?
Rutherford.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. On East Clifton.
Yeah.
Rothenberg School. Yeah.
But
I've never heard of
he
it.
actually built for this though. This is what he's supposed to be doing because this has been him even when he was young. He had a presence about him. You know what I mean? Not because it was that, it was just his presence. You know what I mean? Along with, you will see like he was a leader, so he always had that presence, respect from teachers and all this. So you know what I mean? But he's built for this, and just his name alone. I know his daddy was a boxer. Now he's fighting another fight. You know what I mean? He's in there in the ring getting into another fight with the name. Now they're gonna know this name because he done knocked out some stuff that needed to be knocked out. So we think that he actually took the step to get into the politics and doing what he's doing, and ain't afraid to do it.
Aaron Pryor, who was his daddy?
Aaron Pryor.
Yeah, that's because I watch boxing.
Yeah, boxing.
Okay, never knew that.
Yeah, Aaron Pryor.
How old is Aaron Pryor?
He was 60 when he died.
He's
one of the greats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I got one question for you. How do you handle people who smile in your face but secretly hope you fail?
How will you know that?
I just say I love you.
You know a fake motherfucker when you see him. You know when somebody's genuine and when they're not.
Sometimes I do.
See, not me. You gotta turn. I know you got the clothes. Your spider senses tingle.
When you got that frequencies, you should know. When you come in the room, it's so cloudy. You know they talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't worry about that. You know what I mean? I don't even worry about that. People talk. You gonna have haters. You ain't hate. If you got no haters, you ain't popping.
That part.
You gotta be popping. You know what I mean? Your haters are your cheerleaders. Remember that.
Mm.
Or how they hate you and dislike you. That's life, brother. As long as you don't touch me. You touch me, different problem.
Right.
You know?
Sticks and stones, back. We old school.
Yeah, I don't get mad at people. People get mad at me. You know what I mean? That's why I tell you I love you, and nothing you can do about it. You know. That stop it all in its tracks. Then, you know.
That's the greatest love, to love somebody that don't love you back. That's powerful. You know what I mean? To love somebody, still want to see them do good. What you're saying ain't even affecting me. Because what I'm doing, the good go affect you, and then maybe you'll turn yourself around. But I'm still continue to love you so I can go forward with mine. Because if I be stuck in what you think about me, I won't never succeed in my destiny. So I got to continue to go forward past the haters. You know what I mean? Haters are a blessing.
So what's one thing the city wastes money on that pissed you off?
Well, they give the money to their pet projects. I mean, it don't piss me off. Nothing they do don't piss me off. That's why I always say I love you, nothing you can do about it. I say something about it. They know what they're doing. It's part of they circle they got. And they keep giving the money to the same people. You know what I mean? So the same people, of course, you can keep giving money to nonprofit organizations. You're going to make sure you keep giving them money so they can keep voting for you, so they can keep getting that same money. You know what I mean? So it ain't about it. I mean, if one issue pissed me off, here come another issue. I can't let that piss me off. I got to address the issue. Because if it piss me off, I'm going to cut you out. That's what they want me to do. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of issues that keep coming up. Like, for example, on game day, I was down there on 4th Street in front of something to whine about, and one guy from Indianapolis was at a parking meter. He said, "Damn, it's $40 to park on the street." $40 to park on the street. I recorded that. Let me record you on that. Recorded it. Man, you shouldn't pay no $40 on the street to park on the street. That ain't cool. But we allow it to happen. I mean, but it's a paper trail when things happen like that. How did it happen? We let these other entities, the Port Authority. The Port Authority is like 3CDC. You see what 3CDC do, right? They got all the land. They're allowing that to happen. Our old politicians did, and now our new current, they're going along with the same, go along to get along. Good old boy circle. And you got different receipts of what they done in the past. They keep doing it. So by pissing me off, just got to address the issue and just be straightforward and tell it like it is. This is what you're doing. Damn, how he know that? By studying and watching. You know what I mean? Not just that. A lot of stuff can piss somebody off, but they keep doing it over and over again. You know what I mean?
So, do you think that breaking into people's cars while they're downtown trying to enjoy an event how should we solve that problem? Should the parking lots have a monitored security guard going around in each parking lot to prevent something like that, or are we just going to keep being victim to not being able to park our cars downtown the way we want to? Because in other cities it's worse, and it's just now getting down here like that, and it's starting to get worse now.
Well, that's what you got the police for.
They ain't doing their job.
But you can't do their job for them. That's what taxpayer dollars pay them to do their job, to make sure that cars don't get broken into. Cameras out here. You know what I mean? On that tape, it's a police issue. That is. They gotta give them $5.4 million for drones and putting up cameras and other stuff, detailed and walking the beat. Why they can't walk undercover cop or whatever? They got we're in the future of technology, brother. They can have small little devices. We got smart cars with cameras on it. You gotta have insurance when your window gets broken, or don't leave your gun in the car.
That's what they looking for. Yeah.
Right.
But it's like you don't want to go nowhere and be naked. So you can't take it in the club with you. Like, you can't take it in the bars where you're going, but when you park your car, you know what I mean? Like, you subject to the violence unless you park in the garage. And even some garages get broken into.
If you got your gun in the car, you need a lockbox.
Right, they got little car safes.
They got car safes. I got one. You know what I mean? A lockbox in the car. So
So can't they take the lockbox?
Nah, they mount to the car.
Yeah, mount to the car. Then you got some with cables on it up under your car.
Right.
They can't. You got to take that whole seat out to get that cable. You got to come with some. They ain't gonna come with no wire cutters,
Right.
Unless you done saw me do that. You like, hold on. You got cables in this car with hooked up. We need the wire cutters. You know what I mean? Now you a snitch. You told them what I'm about to do. But But I mean that's the issue that keep happening. But it starts with us. Getting on them youth. We gotta stop this gun violence with the youth. Job creation. They wouldn't think about breaking people's cars. They think about working. That equal less crime. You know what I mean? These kids with guns. You know what I mean? Start charging their mamas. Find out what happened then. Act your age. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of ways we can do things now. So we need to address the gun violence. We do. You know what I mean? Something serious out here. Real serious, y'all. And, we see grown folks giving these youth their guns. Giving their babies guns, kids guns.
Yeah, but we should teach our youth how to use guns. Mm-hmm. Even at the age of 4 to 5. Mm-hmm. We most definitely need to train them to do that. But I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't think it's the usage. I think it's the responsibility will come with that power. Guns is huge responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say I want you to know how to shoot, but then if you ain't teaching your child self-control, but you teach them how to shoot, you let them get away with murder and run over you, and you want to teach them how to play with a gun. and then be upset when they conflict control is to go out here and start spraying at people. Because mama never told me, she, couldn't nobody tell me nothing because mama was always right or daddy was always with it. And they taught me how to carry a gun. I've been around guns my whole life. So my conflict resolution is I'm going to do something to you. These video games and the violence on TV are been programmed for a certain mindset. And we got to figure out a way to unprogram. Like you said, give them different opportunities. Show them something different. Teach them trades. Offer them something. People who got, jobs and businesses like us, reach out to the youths and try to talk to them about stuff. You know what I mean? So we can be like, you don't have to be this. Yeah, we did that. We a part of this, but we ain't doing this no more because there ain't no future in it. We want to teach you now what we learn later in life, so you ain't got to go through what we go through. So we can all feel safer in the streets. There ain't nothing wrong with everybody being strapped. It's like, but you ain't got to pull out your strap every time somebody say something you don't like. It's the conflict resolution that seems in the anger management, in the mental health shit. It ain't the guns. Guns don't kill nobody. People kill people.
Yeah, it definitely need to be addressed in the city. And hopefully the police are able to pick up on the conversations that's being had. Y'all know who y'all snitches is. Get the guns off the streets.
They gonna put the guns on the street. The white man is. I saw it in action before. I was down the way one day, and young dude went up to the truck, to the van, transit van. He got guns, y'all. He got guns. Yeah, they do that. Put them in the street. They can solve the problem, brother, but they don't want to. They got if we got peace in this world, we can't make no money off black people. See, in the game, they don't. You see the movies, man. What they do, they set you up. They go after the small fry. They don't go for the big fry. They go for the small fry. Keep locking us up. I was just watching a movie. My fault. A documentary just came out. It's called the Alabama Solution. It's about the prison system, how it's set up, what's going on. Just came out October the 10th. One of the sisters of the inmate that was locked up named Melvin, his sister reached out to me. And they want to bring that the showing of the documentary here with Q&A questions at the end of the documentary. And but you can watch it on HBO. And it's called The Alabama Solution. It's a very powerful documentary, and they're screaming for help, not just in Alabama, throughout the whole prison system in the United States, and going back to slavery of the system we in, brother. So you got to have chaos. If you don't got no chaos in the community, you won't have no money. You put the doctors out of business. You put the police out of business. You know what I mean? So this is a serious issue and problem we going through, brother, in our community. But we still worried about what? Who scored that touchdown? But we ain't worried about our youth. You know what I mean? Our priorities ain't together. You know what I mean? So we can tailgate, but we can't go tailgate for our brothers and sisters. So that's very important. That we really got to wake up, y'all. It's that time. I can't wait till the aliens come back and zap some of these motherfuckers. Oh, it's bad out here, man. It's real, but.
That's one thing I don't understand is how everybody get together to party. It be so thick. Oh my goodness, at all the party scenes, at the tailgate. But when it comes to us getting together to vote, it doesn't really happen.
Or just to try to be heard. You know what I mean? Like we need, like they made the biggest difference we ever made as black people is when we go in their pocket. We find a way to get in their pocket. Like Martin Luther King would stop the buses. The last time this government shutdown went down, the airplanes got shut down. You know what I mean? That go in their pockets. Planes ain't moving. That's big business. They want that moving. So they'll make change when we go in the pockets. And we can organize and get together and say we're going to systematically find ways to go in their pockets until they pay us some attention as a community. Like, you know what? We ain't about to keep doing this shit. We're going to stop spending here. We're going to stop doing this. We're going to stop doing this. We're going to sacrifice for the better good because we don't like sacrificing. You know what I mean? We want to be comfortable. Everybody want to be comfortable. But what this man doing ain't necessarily the most comfortable thing to do out here. You get out here and wrestle in this field. Politics ain't no and it's the buddy system, like you said. He ain't one of their friends. So he going into an unfamiliar place with some unfamiliar people who really ain't gonna be on what he on, because he trying to stir up the status quo. So we really got to be willing to stand up and do stuff and organize and strategize to be able to get this man where he need to be, so we can get behind him and show them that we mean business. Mm-hmm. And it start with one person being able to stick their chest out and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm your Huckleberry. And he done it, so I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting on somebody to come out with the smoke and be like, you know what, somebody got to jump in this arena with these motherfuckers and stop letting them do us like this. Right. You know what I mean? Because they just keep, Republican, Democrat, motherfucking independent. It be all the same shit, different parts of the same bird. I'm sick of that motherfucking bird. You know what I mean? I want some pork. You know what I'm saying? I want some fat. I want some flavor.
How about we take some veggie? We don't want no pork, say.
I'm speaking for myself. I can't, like the disclaimer say, I speak for me and me alone. I need some flavor. I need something that we can relate to on the ground level to combat that as a unit. We're going to stop doing this. We're going to stop spending money here. We're gonna boycott this. We're going to show up and show out here and show up by the numbers and make national news, because once you make national news and embarrass a motherfucker, that's when they'll start paying you some attention. You know what I mean? We need to embarrass these motherfuckers for the way they've been treating us for fucking all these years. You know what I mean? Taking our tax dollars and just giving it to, like you said, just spreading it out frivolously and not putting it where, because we pay more taxes in the inner city than the people in the suburbs do. They got businesses, they got tax write-offs, they got ways to hide their money and shit. We go to work, they take that shit right off the top, 30-some%.
So would you rather lose an election being honest or win by playing the game?
When you're losing, you're winning, brother. So I can't even put that word in my mind. That question right there in my mind, ain't no losing. I'm winning, brother.
Big facts.
You know what I mean?
That's the way to answer that one, shit. That's what we got. Come on, somebody, come on, Drake, Kev, what you got over there?
I know.
I got you. I'm fighting these flies and listen.
Is they flies or fruit? What is they?
Fruit flies.
Fruit flies, man. That's food in here.
They like that red
What's
stuff.
one of the dirty truths about local politics that people need to know?
Say that again.
What's one of the dirty truths about local politics that people need to know?
They keep saying the same quote. Jobs, and ain't no job. You know.
It ain't no jobs or it is jobs, because I see a lot of people hiring. I don't think people want to work.
Nah, people ain't. Well, as I'm saying it, you got developers coming to the neighborhood. Once the developers come in the neighborhood, they build in your community, but you got guys on the corner. But when that development comes, they don't go to the next corner and say, "Hey, y'all want to work in your own neighborhood?" No, they want to work. They want to work. You know, they do want to work. I mean, I see it every day. Guys on the corner, they want a job in their neighborhood. If they don't like leaving out of their neighborhood, give them a job in their neighborhood. But they give it to other people from Loveland, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. But you should be able to work in your own neighborhood. So that's when the community come together and sign a CBA, a community benefits agreement. Well, you and the developer agree on, that's what your commitment should be, helping the people in that community. Instead of you taking money out of that community, taking it back to somewhere else. That's why the community look the way they look. That's why you see empty storefronts everywhere in downtown. Mm-hmm. Empty storefronts. They're there for a minute, they're gone. Because once you play the black community, you're playing yourself. And people realize that you won't make no money, you know. And that's what we're seeing for many years, over 10 years now. They've been building, but they build storefronts. The rent be so high. So a lot of stuff goes on. And let's answer that question, say that question again on the end.
What's one of the dirty truths about local politics that people need to know?
Well, they need to know about aggregation program. And aggregation program is basically on your Duke bill. On Duke bill, you got 3 different suppliers on your Duke bill. See, what black folks do when they get their bill, they open it up. Oh, I'm going to pay that. I'm going to go pay that. They don't understand what's going on with that bill. Why is it that so high? Well, Mika Owens, she's a council member. Messy Mika Owens. She's trash. She got her committee that she's chair of. It's called the Aggregation Program. Let other different suppliers, energy suppliers. You got Duke, you got IGS, and you have Dynegy.
Right.
So IGS means International Gas Service. Dynegy is energy. And you got Duke for your reliable wires and your service. You got to pay them. And then you got to pay IGS, and you got to pay Dynegy. I had Constellation back in the days, and Constellation, I guess they fell back. They had a class action lawsuit against them about this aggregation program, about why your bill is so high. And that's another way to push you out your own apartment, your own neighborhood, if you can't pay that bill. So how I found out about it, when I paid my bill, I should put something on it. You know, you put something on your bill, it went up. I thought it was supposed to go down. I'm like, why my bill go up? Just pay $80, and that's why I owed it, you know, I owed $280. And I'm like, what's going on? So all of a sudden, I put some more on it. It was going up. So I called the Duke, and she told me, like, well, the stakeholders that's in your community and your politicians, they automatically opt you in this program. I didn't tell them consent to do that. So next thing you know, so I started studying that. What's going on? So basically just figured it all out. Politicians called me, hey, oh, you cool with your bill? I paid it down. It's too late to ask, but I'm cool. How did it get started? It got started in 2011 when Roxanne Quill was a mayor back in the days, and Roxanne Quill and Cecil Thomas, he was a council member, he was a Senate, then now he's a state representative. They signed off on it. And the people that know what's going on, they just pay their bill. But if we get rid of these aggregation programs, because it's a new way to play the Black community. A new way, they came up with a new one called SOPEC, SOPEC. It's a non-profit energy company. I was at City Hall 2 weeks ago, and they mentioned about a new energy supplier coming on. They put it on hold. They was going to pass it until the key word came out, non-profit, an energy supplier, non-profit. Oh, hell to nothing. You making a profit. How you non-profit? You making a profit. Some profit can be for profit too. 501(c)(4), you can. But it's just like a monopoly. If you don't know what's going on, brother, they finna privatize our water. They finna sell that next. We got to wake up. That's why I keep saying we need to quit watching this stupid ass football and worried about what plays they playing on us. Why we blind? We really got to wake up. We sit up. Ain't nothing wrong having fun. But while you having fun, you make sure you're looking to your right and left what's going on, because they're making these moves on. They want you to keep checking your booty. They want you to keep getting high. They want you to keep going to these concerts so they can keep doing what they doing. And we really got to wake up for real. It's serious for real, for real. It's going to affect our grandkids, kids, if we don't really wake up from this. But they ain't going to know what's going on. Right. So like I say, aggregation program is very serious, and we really got to advocate. If Hyde Park residents can come down there to City Hall, they repealed, this is another subject, they repealed connected community. What is connected community? They got to zone it. Say if I'm living in Avondale and I wanna change the zoning. The zoning used to be like this. This is how close the property used to be. But when the zoning get changed, you can spread the property a little bit. Now we finna build high rises. See, it's all to take the zoning change. And once the zoning get changed, the developers come any community, connected community, they call it, they can build high rises. And Hyde Park, they said, no, hell to the no, y'all can build, but y'all ain't finna build no high rises in Hyde Park. What they do? They got together. They repealed, they got 18,000 signatures. And they repealed that. They just gonna put it on the ballot. But the city council said, no, we're gonna repeal this. What did you see in the Black community? It happened in Bond Hill. They didn't get it repealed. There's in Bond Hill. Them little row houses over there, that's Wickham Commons, them nice, beautiful houses over there. Here come another developer, gonna build high rising. They could have got the same repeal zoning change into law if somebody would have came to them and say, go get some signatures like they did. But nope. Bond Hill went through it first, but here come Hyde Park went through it second. They said, hell to the nah. We're going to repeal this. We're going to get some signatures. And they repealed it. And by doing that, kudos to them what they did. But then we can't, as a black community, we can't learn that.
Right.
We, as the people, make up the laws for real. If we go learn how to go about doing to get the laws done. But the politicians make up the laws. But we don't got to follow that. We can go repeal that. We can go get signatures and repeal that. We can even recall a mayor. All it takes is signatures to recall. We don't want you to be our mayor. We're going to recall your ass and get you out of here. Get some signatures. That's all it takes. They make up laws, but we got lobbyists. You know what a lobbyist is? He do dealing for you. The lobby man in the middle. You the counsel on this side, you developer on this side. The lobby man, he negotiate with you to make this deal, get this deal cut. All of a sudden, you come back and tell him that's what he wants. All right, let him know what I want. He can't entwine with you. He can't talk to you, but you can. Lobbyists. I was a lobbyist for black people. Only cost $25 to be a lobbyist. That means like certified through the city of Cincinnati or the state of Ohio. I just stopped. Like, I'm cool. And I always speak up for my people anyway. You know, and for the people. But all these games and tricks, brother, we gotta learn it. You know what I mean? And understand it, not play the trick with them. Because you be the trick to get tricked. As you keep playing the trick. So there's a lot of things y'all really, really gotta get involved in. It's just like learning the plays of football. Learning the plays of hoop. You know what I mean? Learning the plays of life. That's the key. So a lot of stuff I just told y'all, it's deep. It go on and on, the stuff they've been doing. And you probably piss me off, hell to the nah. I'll be insane. If something pisses me off, I just got to tell you in your face, you know you're wrong.
And I love you.
And nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
So what's your response to people who say all politicians are the same?
What's my
response to people who say all politicians are the same?
Well, all politicians ain't the same. Because one gonna kiss his ass, the other one ain't gonna kiss his ass. So all politicians ain't the same. So that's my take on that. You know.
So when you say, if you get,
what is a politician too? What is a politician?
Niggas who be politicking about shit that's going on in the city that they really in the world, but that they really don't have nothing. They really ain't dealing with that part. To me, they just talking about it. They really ain't being part of the problem, part of the solution. To, you know what I mean, do something about it. They just add laws, making it this way, and that's just the way it is.
I'm not a politician.
Okay.
I'm a people's person.
I like that definition better.
And then my job is to help people. You know what I mean? See, they got politics. They're tricking the people, lying to the people in your face. So I can't say I'm a politician. I'm for the people, brother. For the people doing what's right.
Well, politicians is for the people, the community too.
Nah, no, it ain't. Because if it was, we'd be doing fine. If it was, we would get played on a railroad sale. They sold them railroads, what he was talking about. They sold the railroads from what? So let me take it to class real quick. We own the railroad tracks from Cincinnati to Tennessee. They sold it for $1.3 billion, and they get money in stalls like 50 million, 58 million, and it's supposed to help old infrastructure. See, politicians gonna lie to your ass and say, yeah, we're gonna fix the crumbling road, we're gonna fix the potholes, we're gonna fix the Western Nevada. Them tricks and politicians lying.
They just talking about what they're gonna do, but ain't doing nothing.
Politicians forgot his ways, though. They forgot their ways.
But they will consider you a politician because you're running for city council.
They wouldn't consider me a politician. I'm straightforward what I'm telling you. You get what I'm saying? See, politicians is a word. If you look at the definition of politician, this is someone that hold people accountable. They're not holding people accountable for what they're doing to the community. So my job is to be straightforward tell it how it is and tell it like it is, and just be me. You know what I mean? You can say Pryor, Stephan Pryor, you know what I mean, for the people, not saying the politician, because I don't call them Mr. Politician. You doing this wrong. You wrong. That's a label. That's a name. You know, a politician. What's the definition of politician? I look that up.
I got it.
What does it say?
It says a politician is someone who is actively involved in government or public affairs, especially as an elected official or candidate running for office. And then it's a definition. A politician is a person who makes decisions that affect a community, city, state, or country, like passing laws, creating policies, or representing people's interests. So I
said affect the community, right?
Yeah.
See, I want to affect the community. That's what they're doing, affecting the community. And you can use affect the community in the wrong way, and that's what they're doing. Mm. So by me saying a politician, I'll be a people's person. What you need done? Okay, we'll make that happen. Who did that? The people's person. You know what I mean? I'm the people's person for you. You know what I mean? It just, that's in the Webster Dictionary. We didn't write that dictionary.
Right.
You know, when Jesus was living, what he was saying, that he was the man of helping people. You know what I mean? Helping people. Y'all can use politicians. I won't get mad at you. You know?
I look at more like an advocate.
Advocate?
You more like an advocate. You ain't into politics. You advocating for the people. You out here trying to help and do something for the people, and not trying to get into the game and take a title or try to be involved in the business side of what they involved. You advocating for us, and you willing to be that for us, and that's why I say we need to get up, show out, and support, and do what we need to do all we can to get this man in here so we can start making a change.
So I got a question. What made you decide to run for city council?
Well, I should go to City Hall since 2010, 9, and I started seeing what they was doing. Damn, they do that like this? Wow. Okay. And I should advertise. I still do that. Got my own marketing and billboard business. Walking billboards light up, illuminated at night, real slick. TVs on it. Walk down the street, digital. Like, what the hell is this? Got bike advertise, hitch. So I was advertising for different politicians. I didn't care who you was, Republican or Democrat. As long as your money was green, cool. I don't go out there, vote for such and such. I don't do that. Nah. So I said, hold on. I got arrested. at the Board of Election on my bullhorn. And that was 4 years ago. And they said you couldn't use megaphones, but we used to use megaphone. I got a stupid loud megaphone. And they said, well, you need to go on the sidewalk with that. I ain't leaving nowhere with this. You ain't hear me on the megaphone, you know. And that was one of their rules. It wasn't a law. It was their rule. So I was advertising for a prosecutor at that time, too. And he was running for Congress. So all of a sudden, I just wanted to hold my ground. And I said, you know what? I ain't leaving nowhere. So they wind up Norwood. Sheriff deputy couldn't touch me. Nah, he ain't doing nothing wrong. He good, you know. Norwood police. They arrested me. I said, all right. Prosecutor, I got out, went to jail, got out, same day, couple hours. Next thing you know, he said he did that on shaky grounds. Went to court, had them all in court. But I'm like, damn. I heard a lot of people, other politicians, come on, Stephan, man. Go. See, that's what's wrong. He was a community leader. And I was like, that's what's wrong with us now, man. Your tail between your ass. You're not helping the people. You know what I mean? You've been around so long. We got to keep going along to get along. And you tell me I can't hold my ground, so I'm not using the megaphone. You didn't hear me. I didn't need to use the megaphone. I probably did this, though. What's going on, Cham? How you doing? You know, that was it. It wasn't crowded up there. So all of a sudden, they just see me hold. They heard me say that. Speaks my name. That was it. I wasn't advertising for that candidate. So wound up going to jail, got out. Next thing you know, I started saying, oh, you know what? I got an idea. I'm going to run for state rep. And that's what made me run by seeing, like, hold up. my conscience said, you've been helping other people. Now it's your turn to run. So I ran for state rep. You need 50 signatures to get on the ballot. Valid signatures. Get on the ballot. So I got enough. Got on the ballot, ran for state rep. Next thing you know, I'm getting calls from one of the city council members. You should run for city council. Hold on, one seat at a time. Let me run this seat first. My numbers did great. Real great. Like, wow, that's just one district on the west side in different neighborhoods. Because when you do district, this can be my district. You can't vote for me. You can't vote for me in that district. That you can't. Only that district can. That's how they do the state house. Different districts. So, make a long story short, I said, why not run for city council? So, I did make the race for state rep, but I got started getting signatures in 2024 in November. After November, October, September. I was going, getting signatures, boom. And I'm here now on the ballot for city council. So that's what made me run, by being the voice for the people. I'm always out in the community. I'm for the community, serve the community. I'm committed to the community. And I'm like a fighter. You know what I mean? You can count me out, but I ain't going to give up. So that's what made me run. Not giving up. To keep fighting for the people. Yeah.
Should leaders be judged by their past mistakes or what they doing now?
So leaders be judged. Well, I can't say yeah or no. I'm not gonna judge you for what you're going through. I just interviewed one of my opponents, Kevin Former. I interviewed him what he's going through. And I interviewed that brother, and I asked him, brother, how's your mental? How can we get you help, brother? So I can't sit there and commit you on what you're going through or being judging you. My job is to help you. You know what I mean? So I don't get in about judging people. Because guess what? One day it's going to happen to you. You're going to get judged. You want what people think about you and say about you. And that's how you might determine your altitude. If I can't get no higher, then you want to get because you're worried about what other people are thinking about you. So you got to pray for that. So.
Do you think social media has helped or hurt modern leadership?
Well, it helped me.
I mean, just saying, do you think it's helped?
Yeah, do I think it helped? Mm-hmm. I know it helped. I wouldn't be on this show if it didn't help. You wouldn't see some of the interviews I've done or advocating for people. I didn't do it. Y'all did it. That's why I'm here.
And we need y'all to keep doing it because it's going down. When is the election coming up?
November 4th.
November the 4th.
But early voting is started now. Early voting, you can go to Norwood, up in Norwood, you can Google Norwood, Ohio Board of Elections. You can vote early too. So, yeah. So that's the whole.
So we're gonna need y'all to go vote, man. I know I'm registered to vote. Are you registered to vote? I'm pretty sure everybody in this room registered to vote, man. You count on our votes for sure.
Check their registration before we leave. Make sure they're here voting. But we want to check. We're gonna check registrations up in here before we leave now.
What do you want people to when they hear your name? What do you want them to think when they hear Stephan Pryor?
Fighting for the people. That's what fighting for the people. And then when y'all say y'all gonna vote, that's what I want y'all to do. When y'all get a new voting poll, take a picture of it.
I got you.
Take a picture of my name on the ballot and circle that picture. Just share that out.
And share it on your page.
That's all you gotta do, bro.
Let's do it.
That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
I'm with it. I got you covered.
Be active about getting our youth out to vote. Like all our 18, 19, 20-year-olds who have never exercised their right to vote.
And don't understand the process and understand how you can really make a difference in their lives. You know what I mean? Because they just so caught up in the street shit, they don't see the future of what you're trying to show them. And we got to figure out a way to lay it in their face so they can believe. Because I feel like the youth, they are our future, but they don't understand how to make their stuff better. And you being an older person to be able to show them the light, and we can some way create a bridge to get to them to be like, hey, look, just trust us. I know you know what you know, but just trust us. Motherfucker got your back. We trying to do something to make it better for you and your kids and your kids' kids. Like we
And
ain't
start with your own family.
right, exactly.
How many 18, 19, 20-year-olds are in your own family that you know have never voted?
I can't say my son vote. He turned 19 this year, so I can't. I mean, that's our baby. So the rest, and I can't speak for nobody else's household.
You got
But
little cousins, you got nephews. You know, look to your extended family. You'd be surprised how many within your youth. Because my grandmother used to always teach us, hey, sweep in front of your own door first. You know, before you're going out there and you can save the world, but sweep in front of your own door first. So look to your own family, look to your own relatives, your 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, and you would be surprised how many of them have never exercised their God-given right. Hey, you know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King fought for us to have these rights. Not only did they fought and died for us to have this right. Use it.
Facts. You got something else, Dre?
I'm just proud of the brother, man. Seeing him step up, do what he's doing. Like you can tell it's original and it's real. Because like you say, we know who playing this and who ain't, but this is real right here. And he got proof that he goes out and do it. You know what I mean?
Most definitely got the proof.
He got the proof, like this is what I do. And you don't see a lot of people. You see them in suits, like you said. You see them in suits on the news, but you never see them do nothing. They'll go where the damage is at just to get interviewed, but they don't do nothing to the. He actually handles the damage. Then he'll call you. Like the 5 million views. Got the news out. Because he went and did it, he could have went to the news station like, hey, look, I'm about to go out here. But he went out there on his own, and then people saw what he was doing. Then it hit other networks. It hit other areas and arenas. So I'm proud of you, man. Just even though knowing you from back in the day, you know what I'm saying, somebody doing something with their life, you know what I'm saying, and trying to help other people's lives. So that's dope.
So that's why I started my
Definitely dope. Big shout out to that. Can I get the claps on that one over there?
That's why I started my own news podcast, the People's Hawk, and community news. So I started that with my mic flags, and I go interview people now. You know what I mean? The People's Hawk. Nah, they ain't on YouTube yet. You can see it on my Facebook page, but I'm gonna put it on YouTube next. So I go out and interview people, and tell me how you feeling, how you living. What you want to see done. They call me now for nursing homes. Oh man, we having a problem as a worker. We get mistreated. They talking us this way and disrespecting us, and and they ask me for the input. You know what I mean? So people first. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. We our time is winding down over here. We would love to have you back on the show again after the election. If you want to come, after the election.
Don't want y'all talking about no football.
We gon' if the Bengals win, we gonna talk about them. But I'm just saying, if they ain't talking about them.
You is emotional about your Bengals.
All right, man. We ain't gonna talk about it no more, man. Go vote, Stephan Pryor, man. It's going down.
We gotta start somewhere, y'all. We gotta start somewhere, y'all. We gotta start making some shit.
Excuse me, y'all. Do you have any more questions?
You got a women's question. You saved us, Stephan. I'm gonna tell you, thank you. Because normally we get a question from the women that kind of take us to the 12th level. You know what I mean? So since you here, we staying all political and I'm staying on script, and I appreciate that. Because the women's questions sometimes we be sitting here like, for real, y'all. I want to start a ride at this motherfucker.
Sometimes we gotta switch it up a little bit.
I appreciate the switch up. Spared us.
But that was the last thing I wanted to answer, was the one about what he wanted people to take from his name as being the city council for the division. That was
He fighting the fight for us, and we sincerely hope you win, and you got my vote. You know what I mean? And I'm taking a picture of it too to show you. It's going down. I'm doing that.
Once you do that, I can spread. But what neighborhood you live in?
I live in Forest Park.
You can't vote for them.
I can't vote for you.
Where your district? I'm in Carthage. Yeah. I'm in the city, but I don't know.
You can.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm in the city.
Yeah,
right?
you can.
Wait,
Wait a minute, why I can't vote?
Cause you a suburban nigga now.
Who come to your ass? If you call the police, who come there?
Forest Park.
That's right.
There you go. You can't vote for.
You city council, nigga. You ain't
That's
part of
all.
the city.
City of Cincinnati. If they calling me, I can vote.
Right.
If I call it.
So I'm gonna come and arrest your ass. You ain't vote for me. Now I'm being a politician. Then arrest him.
We went to Roethlisberger together, nigga. You ain't voting.
Shout out to Worldwide. Shout out to Day to Day. Let's talk about it on Friday. Shout out to Busy One. Shout out to Star Qualities. Shout out to Women Wednesdays. Y'all check them out this Wednesday. It's going down. Who we got on the show Wednesday? Oh, I thought you had
If you would.
Yeah, be here then. About some steaks.
Hey, so the meat. Don't get me started.
Hey, make sure y'all come out this Saturday, Jimmy J's Comedy Show, Park Place. We got Tino from Louisville, Kentucky coming up to rock with us. Judy Brown headlining. Jimmy J, me, Andre hosting. So, you know, that's a vibe no matter what. Come check us out Wednesday, Somerset. This Wednesday is the poetry night. I'll be hosting that. Next Wednesday is the comedy night. So we always got something going. We always got something rocking. We just trying to help everybody laugh, smile. The world's crazy enough as it is. Sometimes we need a little break with a little joy. So, you know. Hey, shout out to my homie T Fresh, Dre over there headlining. So make sure y'all come and support. You know what I mean?
It's a lag. It was on there and then it went off.
Oh, okay. I saw it at the last minute. That's why I set it up.
All right. With all that being said, man, again, thank you again, Stephan Pryor, for coming on the show. Very knowledgeable. Go vote. Go vote. I can't even vote. Go vote for me. Everybody in the city, man, go vote.
That's why you got to click them trees inside the city. Everybody go in the city, make them do it for you. Make them represent for you. You know people in the city.
Yeah, time to get it. Watch me take off.
Yeah, we getting paper out this bitch. Yeah, taking off like a freight train out this bitch. Get off my track, don't get derailed. Running with my clique. See, I'm all about that M-O-N-E while we super rich. Gangster from the sideline, pimpin'. Got me riding in my Lexus window tinted. Mind your business while we all up in the club. Turned on bottles, plenty in it. While you looking at me stupid, cause we spending pretty penny.
Flying in the pilot, yeah, watch it how I take off. Hop up in that new whip, hit that gas and watch me take off. Whole city.